I'm here today to present a lesson on PHE, and our topic for today is water supply. A specific objective. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to define water, outline and explain sources of water, state the uses of water, list the qualities of good water supply, state the methods of purifying water. Let's go there. Remember our slogan, PHE, health is wealth. If you're healthy, you are wealthy. Step 1, meaning of water. Water is an inorganic, transparent, tasteless, odorless, and colorless chemical substance, which is the main constituent of Earth's atmosphere and the fluids of all known living organisms. Water is very important for human beings, plants, and animals. Every living being needs water. Without water, we cannot survive. Therefore, we need water morning, afternoon, night for us to survive. The human beings, the plants, and animals, every living being, anything that is breathing, anything that is alive needs water. Okay? Now, forms in which water exists. There are 3 major forms in which water exists. Number 1, it exists in form of vapor or moisture. Water exists in atmosphere in form of vapor and in solid in form of moisture. It equally exists in form of liquid. Water can exist as liquid, example, in ocean water, lake water, sea water, rivers, stream water, pipe-borne water, and so on. It can equally exist in form of solid, as in an ice block, or frozen water, and so on. Then in step 2, we have sources of water. There are 3 major types of water supply. 3. 1 is surface water. Number 2 is underground water. And number 3 is rain water. What did I say? 3 main sources of water. 1, surface water. 2, underground water and rain water. Let's take them one by one. Surface water or groundwater. This is a source of water supply found flowing on the surface of the ground. You know what I mean by surface? Right? Examples of surface water include, we have lake, we have springs, we have sea, we have stream, we have river, we have ponds. When it rains, the water soaks the ground and rocks and gets to the region of the water-tight rocks. The ground above the water-tight rock is called water table. Take note. When it rains, the water soaks the ground and the rock and gets to the region of the water-tight rocks. The ground above the water-tight rock are called the water table. Okay? This table can be low or high depending on the environment. It can be high or low depending on the environment. This region is saturated with a lot of water, tight level to the surface, where there is outlet to form spring, lake, sea, pond, and the river water. the stream. Stream is shallow form of fresh water that move through forest and open lands. The water produced from springs join to form stream. Most streams that pass through towns and villages are highly polluted with impurity such as refuse, oil, urine, feces, and so on. We're talking about the stream water. It passes from village to village. Or alo connect here to abatete connect here to wherever and so on and so forth. Okay, then we have spring water. A spring is formed when the water table rises to the surface of the earth. Spring water is the water that flows between rocks at the water table level, which is collected for use at various locations in rocky areas. Spring water is the best source of water supply. Spring. In our primary school days, we always have something like, what is the best water supply, best source of water? We answer spring water. And I'm telling you here again that spring water is the best source of water supply because it is filtered by the soil and not polluted. That is why it is called the best water, because it's filtered and not polluted. The only problem associated with it is it contains dissolved minerals from the soil. Still, it is the best form of water supply. Okay? Then we have lake. Lake is the body of fresh water surrounded by land. Lakes are found on the earth's surface. Most lakes got their water from rain and springs. Then we have seawater. Seawater is a collection of all groundwater from the spring, stream, and rivers. The spring, the stream, and rivers make up the seawater. Seawater contains highest amount of impurity compared with other surface water. The seawater contains highest amount of impurity. Million of water say water. You can find in our water, and I didn't want to na anyụ dosbin na-aga na-eru na-aga fini na-aba ya n'ime. Okay? Now we have pond. In a damp soil environment, the water table lies just below the surface of the ground. Digging a little distance into the ground will expose area of still water for use. The major problem with this is that it contains mud. Also, it might become contaminated with garbage and refuse if not properly protected. Go for a 4 million pond water. Ebu, Fedike Ebu, Amado Senior, back under biology, with Taga saying, oh, we find that experiment during practicals in this kind of water pond. Meaning of and so many of them. Then we have river. This is water from various streams which form larger body of fresh water. Just like we have River Niger, River Benue, River Nka. The various streams form the larger body of fresh water. You see from this state, connect to this state, connect to this state, then they join together. They become largest. Okay? River has a larger volume of water which flows through cities and towns. As a result, river harbors many activities. This makes it have more impurities than stream. Remember, in stream, we say that it produces from spring joining to form stream, right? Now most streams that pass through towns and villages are highly polluted. Okay? Then we're talking about river here, and we say that river has a larger volume of water which flows through cities and towns. As a result, river harbors many activities that makes it impurity than stream. Having seen this, let's go to number 2, which is the underground water. We are done with surface water. Okay? Underground water. This is the source of water supply that lies deep inside the ground. It is found far below the water table. This water found its way beyond the impervious layers of the soil to obtain the water. The soil is drilled with a machine to get the water bed. This is called well. Underground water includes borehole, as deep well, and shallow well. It's not only machine that can work on this. We currently have manual. Just like we have Hausa men that usually dig water for people in different localities. You can only use machine to drill. Okay, depends on your choice. Then we have rainwater. This is the major source of water. It is from the environment. Example, the plants, the animals, and the earth that enters into the atmosphere as water vapor. As the vapor moves higher into the sky, it becomes cooler. The cooling effect condenses the vapor to form droplets of water called cloud. Listen again. As the vapor moves higher into the sky, it becomes cooler. The cooling effect condenses the vapor to form droplets of water called cloud. Look at you, black, white, okay? It is these droplets that falls as rain. It falls as rain. This is collected directly from the atmosphere for use. It is also collected from the rooftops, guided through pipes into tanks. Rainwater contains least amount of dissolved solid. During rainy season, you agree with me that some people will get water through the sink, right? Some will use pipe stick through the sink to connect to their drums or their tanks in order to get water they are going to use. Now, let's check step 3, which is the uses of water. Water is used for many purposes in life. The following are uses of water. 1. Domestic use of water. Industrial use of water. Biological use of water. Agricultural use of water. Sports and recreational use of water. Scientific use of water. Hospital use of water. And so on. Let's take them one by one. Domestic use of water. In domestic, we have water for drinking, washing of bodies, that's taking our baths, right? Washing of clothes, cleaning the floors, washing of plates and cutleries, cooking and washing of the utensils, cooking our food, flushing toilets and so on. There are a lot of things we use water at home. in our different homes. It is very, very important. If you don't have water, you cannot survive. Water is essential to life. Without water, one cannot survive. You can agree with me that you can survive with water minus food. But you cannot survive without water. You use water to cook. You can drink water. You use water to clean your body. It is very, very important. Okay? Then industrial use of water. It is for making drinks. It's in canning, ice cream, bakery, and the pharmaceutical industries to produce canned food, bread, medicine, and yogurt, dissolving chemicals in making soaps, washing and cleaning things such as bottles, and for cooling hot things. Mmiri ka eji emenyu ife dị ọkụ. Mmiri ka eji emenyu ọkụ. In industries, there are these people that produce canned water that we drink, bottled water, sachet water, and so many of them. We can use water to make drugs, we can use water to bake bread, we can use water for all sorts of things. Okay? Then biological use of water. This is the use of water for body functions. Water is important to life. About 80% of the body weight is water. What mean? The body needs water to function very well or properly. For instance, water helps in excretion. We can in 3 days. It helps in excretion. There are some people that have constipation. They are the doctor will tell you, go and drink water. Water is very, very important. Okay? And digestion. When you eat without water, the food will not digest. It helps to maintain body temperature. Sometimes when you go to hospital, the doctor will say, give him or her water. That's the first thing you need, is to take water. Sometimes I will look without towel, because of the temperature of the body. Right? Water helps man to see clearly. Water in the womb of a pregnant woman cushions the baby. Any child, any baby, no na afọ nwere mmiri o ji wee nọrọ, ọ na-egwugharị n'ime ya. Before a woman delivers, there is always a drop of water. Sometimes the water will drop before the baby comes out. Sometimes the baby will come out with the water. The next thing is the child follows. Biological use of water, that's what we're talking about. So we need water for us to function. Okay? Then agricultural use of water. In agriculture, water is used for watering plants, for fish ponds, for gardening and raising of domestic animals. All animals are home. After eating, they need water. You see, during dry season, you agree with me that we still get fresh water leaf, fresh green, fresh vegetables, fresh. We need water for all these things. Without water, they will dry up during dry season, right? Then for sports and recreational use of water. Water is used for sports development through swimming and other aquatic sports. Let's take Rogeni for example. When we get to Rogeni, there is a portion of land where they have swimming pool for recreational activities, where the athletes, the students go for recreational activities. You can use water for canoeing and other aquatic sports. Okay. Then for scientific use, water is used as standard in many concepts in science. It is the standard in determining scientific heat, fixed point, and thermometer scales. So water is very, very important. Then hospital use of water. Water is used in hospitals for sterilizing equipment, washing floors and clothes, like the clothes they use in hospitals. We need water to wash them. We need water to sterilize the equipment for use. Okay? Having seen this, let's go to step 4, which is qualities of a good water. Qualities of a good water. How do we say that this water is good? For water to be regarded as good, it must have the following qualities. 1, it must not be colorless. It should be clear and transparent when viewed with eyes or other observable instruments. Water should not be colorless. In a microscope, colorless. 2, it must not be tasteless. It will be tasteless when put into the mouth. It will not have sour, bitter, salty, or sweet taste. So water should be tasteless. Okay? Water should be tasteless. It will be tasteless when you put it into the mouth. Okay? Then odorless. That's number 3. Good water should be odorless or have no smell. At all. This means it should be free from smell. Okay? Then finally, a good water to be free from germs or pathogens. When the water is examined under the microscope, it should not have microorganisms or germs or pathogens or physical matters. Sometimes when you look into water, I want to drink water, and they will give you a glass of water. And you look into the water, you discover that there are lots of particles in the water. That small that small thing now, then I fear and I buy any. Okay? Guys, the water is not good for drinking. We say that water must be free from germs or pathogens for you to call a good water. I said again, for you to have qualities of a good water, it must be colorless, it must be tasteless, odorless, and free from germs or pathogens. Then number 5, step 5, the methods of purifying water. What are the methods of which we use to purify our water? 1 is filtration. Filtration is a hazard, right? This is a method used for removing impurity or solid particles from the water by using filter paper or sand filter. Locally, there's one pot that we have there, one big mud pot. Abia ewelo echafu. That's white scarf. Sachenya kenya lililoni. Then aboye millennia. At the end of it, you discover that dirt. And then you know the scarf settler. Okay? That is filtration. This is filtration. is a method of purifying water, right? Then we have distillation. This is the process of obtaining pure water from salt water. There's what we call salt water. It will be salty. Then we use distillation method to purify it for it to be a good water. Process of obtaining pure water from salt water. This involves evaporation and condensation. The pure water obtained from distilled water, right? Then we have another one by boiling. Another method of purifying water is by boiling. This means heating dirty water, that is impure water, to boil in order to kill germs. Some people believe that this method is the best. Now, before they drink water, they must have to boil it. That is more reason when you see some families, they always boil the water the newborn babies take. Before they give the newborn babies water, they make sure that the water is boiled. Right? Then we have what we call sedimentation. This method involves the addition of alum to muddy water to cause the fine particles of clay suspended in to come together into bigger particles, which then settle at the bottom. We find alum on a white. We use it to wash snail then. Snail, ejuna. We use ejuna right? Then we use that alum to wash snail for it to stop the use the alum to wash it. Then we use that alum to purify water. That is sedimentation of water. Addition of alum. Okay? Then we have addition of chemicals or chlorination. This involves the addition of calculated amount of chlorine to water to kill the germs or pathogens. Addition of chlorine, okay, to kill the germs or pathogens. Chlorine, it's in a gallon. I'm sitting a million. No matter how dirty the water is, it will destroy the germs and it become good for drinking. Okay? Then in summary, water is colorless, odorless, and tasteless. Tasteless liquid. Water is very important to life. Various sources of water that are available to use include the rain, the stream, the river, the lake, the spring, and pipe-borne water. We must ensure that the water we use is of good qualities and is safe for use. Water is used for agriculture, used for domestic, for industry, transport, sports, and recreational purposes. There's ways of preparing water by boiling, by sedimentation, addition of chemicals, distillation, and filtration. Thank you for listening. We await for your questions.
Ọdịmọka bụrụ mgbasa ozi ABS double 5 FM ka anyị ka nọ ịnụgo ka onye nkụzi anyị si wee kụzi ya bụ nkụzi bụ nke ọ kụziri anyị ugbu a ntị mụ akara nke gị maka na asị na ntị na-anụ ibe na banana ugbu a nwanne webe bụrụ ma ife a na-ekwu ugbu a na ọbụzi oge m ga-eji wee nye gị akara ekwentị ndị nke ga-akpa anyị wee jụọ ajụjụ mana m nwere ajụjụ nchọ ịjụ tupu amazinye bụ ajụjụ ndị okenye na-akpa anyị n'ekwentị biko ịfọ na nna anyị otu okwu maọbụ abụọ maka na ihe ndị a na-akụziri nkụzi abụọ ụmụaka ka a na-akụzi ihe na ọ bụrụ nwoke isi wee kpaa anyị n'ekwentị wee kọwa ebe ọzọ esoro dị ebe anyị na-akụzi ma na ị na-achọkwa anyị okwu na-ekwu ebe ọ gara maka na ọkwa na-ekwu okwu mere ọnụ anụ anyị mgbe nwata nwanne abọzụ nwata mụ na nwa m abọzụ nwata abọzụ m okenye ịmazị n'ime bụ nwanne na ka njiwe na-arịọ gị biko ọ bụ n'ime sonyere anyị n'ịchọ itinye ọnụ n'okwu ịma na ị ga na-ekwu obere maka ụmụ ndị kwu na ala anyị na-akpọ anyị okwu n'ekwentị ghọtago ịkpa anyị ị pụọ n'igwe redio gị ka nwoke wee n'ife na-ekwu ọ bụ na ị nọrọ ebe ahụ gbupụ ike maka na anara m achọ ka na-ada iwu aghara nda iwu na-eweta ife ọzọ mmenyezi ya kara ekwentị ndị nke ị ga-eji wee kpaa anyị n'ikuku 07018639546 maọbụ ịkpọ anyị n'akara ekwentị 08119055555 nye na ụmụntakịrị na ekwentị na achọ ka anyị na-abagbuo ọfọ bụ ndị ga-ajụ anyị ajụjụ onwezi ntụnye nwere ị ga-atụnye etunye mana ofu mkpụrụ okwu ozugbo onye mazịba nwanne ya bụ nke bụ n'aka n'iru hello ngwa kpọghachi anya azụ ka ị nọrọ ebe ọ bụla nọrọ maka na ọ netwọk o si n'aka hello good afternoon your name and your name was
my name is Princess. I'm calling from Enugu State.
Enugu State.
Yes.
Where in Enugu State? Where in Enugu State?
Ababa.
All right. Oh yeah, your question.
My question is the good purification of water.
The good what?
Purification of water.
Definition.
All right. Yes.
We have, I say that we have methods of purifying water. Depends on the one you want to use. We have by filtration. Filtration. We have distillation. Okay? We have by boiling. We have by sedimentation. Then we have addition of chemicals or chlorination. Okay? Depends on the one you want. Just pick any of them and begin to use them. Thank you.
All right. Hello. 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 No. You can't accept that call. Change your location and call us back. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Your name and your location?
My name is Koma.
From where?
I'm coming from Ugwasi. We are local government.
All right. Your question. You're welcome to the program.
My question was like this album of a thing. We don't have like something like that and said.
Something like what?
Come again. Let's understand you.
And I'm talking about album.
Yes.
They do not have like after I said for the day.
Okay. After effect. Thank you.
No, it doesn't have after effect. If it has after effect, it won't be recommended. Okay? Then if it's not suitable for you, you can use other methods like boiling. You boil your water and let it cool before use. Okay? You filter it and begin to use it. So it depends on the one you like. Just pick any of them and begin to use them. Thank you very much.
Hello. Ọ dị mma akara ekwentị ga-eji wepụ anyị bụ 07018639546 maọbụ 08119055555. Hello. Hello. Ị kpọrọ m ịgba m nkịtị? Hello. Good evening. All right, your name and your location. When you go on, no problem, and then I can tell you. Mbagani will know.
Thank you, sir. Hello, sir.
Even the mother is a little bit more. How did you and I must say, what I van him? Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
My name is Michael. I'm calling from President.
All right, your question, you're welcome.
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank the great mother of the house, the great teacher. I so much love her lecture. So,
Thank
but
you.
I want to ask which one are the components of water?
Components of water.
Components of water. That's the question. Which one are the components of water?
Okay.
Yes.
Did you get the question?
Yes, I get it.
All right.
It falls under the sources where we get the water, the components, the forms. If it comes in form of vapor, like I said, or moisture, in form of liquid, and in form of solid, like in ice block or frozen water. Okay?
A water again now. I will not pass that to do so. Do I not do? I call it me. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. Good evening.
My name is Austin. Listen for water.
You're welcome to the program, Austin.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank the teacher over there in the studio. She's very, I love her lecture. She's very trying.
Thank you.
My question is, the type of alum, alum has test. What if you put the alum in the water? The test will not come out in the water, please.
What if you come again?
No, we didn't get you. Come again.
I said, like the alum.
Network on what we call we busy after one. We go boy 10 years and I took another time by the program. I will marry by Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Your name and the name of the school.
Hello.
Hey, yo. Your name and the name of the school. What a great kind of woman, jam. Where would it turn was where you? What was on that kind of event? You go by 10 years or so, I won't get attached to it. Hello.
Hello,
Good evening, ma'am. Can I find on our website? Chidera from which school?
I'm in primary school.
All right. Ask your question, Chidera.
I am going to support your decision. I learned something from you.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
What is it?
Champions. Bagam. Absolutely, you're welcome.
I know something when I wanted to do this.
All right.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Too.
Thank you, dear.
I will let you with that. If I name another. Hello. Hello.
My name is Samuel Benjamin.
All right, you're welcome. From which school?
From Jesus Student International Academy.
All right, your question. Hello?
I want to know the functions of the water.
Functions of the water. Okay, I don't know any listen.
Water helps in body maintenance. Water helps in digestion. Okay? Water helps in excretion. Water helps us to be neat. Without water, we cannot be neat. Without water, we cannot survive. Water helps in life survival. Thank you very much.
All right, let's take this final question before we now go over to our assignment. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening. All right, Austin, can you? Okay. Yes, I'm going to get the question now. All right, thank you.
We discussed 5 methods here. It depends on the one you choose. If you discover that alum, eating and a million white test, you avoid it. Use either filtration, either boiling, or distillation, sedimentation, and so on, or use of chloride. Okay? Any of the 5 or any of them, you can use them. Eating alum and milli. Particles are then is when water the main water which you're going to use. I don't think for the one the experiment I've carried out in using alum, it doesn't have taste to me. Thank you very much.
On the member can another homework assignment take us away.
Okay. Take down your assignment. Number 1, the colorless, tasteless, and odorless liquid is called dash. The colorless, tasteless, and odorless liquid is called dash. Number 2, take the question again. Number 1, the colorless, tasteless, and odorless liquid is called dash. 2, list at least 3 surface water sources and state how they are derived. Number 2, list at least 3 surface water you know, then you state how they are derived. 3, state 5 qualities of a good water. State 5 qualities of a good water. When do we say that water is good? 5. Then number 4, state 5 uses of water. If you guys a million, 5 of them, just state 5. Okay? Then finally, list 3 methods of purifying water. The most suitable ones. List 3 methods of purifying water. Then submit your assignment through my WhatsApp contact 0803 682 5012. I repeat 0803 682 5012. My email address chizzydenka@gmail.com. You can consult our tests and model physical and health education for junior secondary schools by Nkechi Francisco Kebo, and fundamentals in teaching physical and health education in secondary schools and colleges by EU Obide and Joseph Obie Umodo. Then physical and health education for junior secondary schools by Uzalo and Alcafo, and understanding physical and health education for junior secondary schools by Martins Udomiaye and Zainab Umar. You can consult any of these tests or our internet search at https://en.m.wiki/water.supply. Thank you for listening. I still remain Obide Chizzy Janet from Union Secondary School, Umuoma, Ezibonyo Gidi. Thank you very much.